the Indian political system operates on some conventions, and one of them is that when the Prime Minister is traveling abroad, he is not subjected to criticism even by the opposition, let alone his own party. And what has really happened is quite stunning, not just because the Prime Minister is in the US, but also because of the kind of language that was used by the party functionary in this case to call something that the cabinet has done as complete nonsense and should be thrown out, I think, is a kind of messaging that is going on here. I don't think it's as simple as the party vice president criticizing the ordinance. Having said that, the effect on the overall visit itself, the business part of it, I don't think it affects it very much, because this is an engagement between two sovereign governments. It's not an engagement between the Congress party and Democratic party, or Mr. Obama and Dr. Manmohan Singh. So as far as the government is concerned, it'll be business as usual. The Prime Minister is about to go into the White House just now. I don't see that part of it being
Was affected. The Prime Minister briefed about it? Did the Prime Minister talk about it? I mean, what are you hearing? What are you hearing besides the written script of it? I mean,
well, within the press contingent in the morning, I mean, there was absolute shock and awe. And the Prime Minister responded with a statement at 8 o'clock in the morning, within a couple of hours after hearing about this outburst from the young Vice President, that the statement literally said that the ordinance is going to be reconsidered and probably reeled back. I don't think anyone has a sense that the ordinance is going to go ahead after this kind of backlash. And a lot of talk here is about the revolt by the young Turks within the party. If you notice, it's all the younger elements who are actually
That's right.
Rebelling against this
That's
ordinance.
Right.
And they have a better sense of the ground realities. This is the old guard, which is trying to save its skin. So the talk is that there's a revolt in the young Turk.
Well,
initially,
of
course, there was talk that the Prime Minister, one of the Prime Minister's media advisors actually tweeted saying the Prime Minister should just go back and resign. And of course, everyone laughed at it, because this is a Prime Minister who is fairly resilient. He's taken a lot of flack over 10 years, and the charitable view is that he's resilient. He's going to stick it out. He's not going to throw in the towel. So the program is that he leaves for New York, after the White House meeting, goes through with his UN engagements,
right,
meeting with Nawaz Sharif and so on, and then he heads back to India, and they definitely. That's when things will boil over, but the expectation is that this ordinance is dead in the water.
Just a small, the reference to media advisor, former media advisor Sanjay Baru's comment is what Chidanand was referring to. Chidanand, thanks for that. Mr. Rajagopal, do you think the Prime Minister should resign or will resign now?
Thanks.
Of course, he has to. There is no other option, Arnab. He has been humiliated publicly. He has been thrown out of the Prime Ministership by Rahul Gandhi. And what else you need? He has to resign. And you think about a scenario. In the cabinet meeting, Prime Minister proposes it. There are 32 cabinet members in the cabinet. Kapil Sibal, what will he say? He will shut up his mouth? P. Chidambaram, what will he say? He will shut up? Therefore, he is going to create an atmosphere, the ministers, to make Prime Minister's position very difficult, and his continuance is very difficult for him.
So is this a build-up, Nirja? What do you think? Is it a build-up to something that bigger that will happen in January, perhaps?
I think Rahul Gandhi is clearly distancing his party from the government. But I think it is more than distancing the party on this one issue. He may be trying to capture a high moral ground, something he was not able to do when the Anna Hazare movement was at its peak, and he was criticized for it. So he is identifying himself with the outrage in the country, people who are opposed to the ordinance. But I think it goes beyond that. Is he registering a break from the past, which includes the acts of omission and commission of the Manmohan Singh government? That is the question. And Dr. Manmohan Singh's response to it, does he resign? I also don't think he's going to resign, but it makes his position very different. And even if Rahul Gandhi wanted to do this, I think it could have been handled differently. Language use, the words used could have been different. He could have said, I will speak to the Prime Minister when he returns from New York. I will convince him that we should not go ahead with this. There is outrage in the country. We should respect it. We are a democratic party, and so on and so forth. Because after all, you are talking about the Prime Minister of the country, not of the Congress party.
No, but perhaps it's better to be brazen sometimes. I mean, Manisha, what Nirja's line is a protocol. But in popular perception, what is more important, Manisha? Protocol or
You know, this
speaking
was
out?
No, this was rule making by perverse incentives. In fact, I would amend both Nirja and Chidanand. What was the message that was going out to the entire larger world from India? That here is a bunch of legislatures who will sit down in their supreme wisdom, take on a delegated function. An ordinance, by the way, is not a law.
Oops. Losing the line. I take it to Navika. Wasn't it discussed in the core group of the Congress party? Wasn't Rahul Gandhi a member of it when that happened, Navika?
Well, not Rahul Gandhi, but definitely Sonia Gandhi was part of that core group when this entire matter was discussed before it was taken to Parliament. So clearly the Congress party was on board. So the Prime Minister didn't do this only on his own. The Congress party was backing this entire bill when it came in Parliament. It's only because there were different opinions coming in from different political parties that it had to be referred to the standing committee. Notwithstanding that, the cabinet considered it once again and passed it in toto once again. So twice over the cabinet has cleared this. What's important, Arnab, is, as Nirja pointed out, that the language that was used, yes, the option of going softer on the Prime Minister was available to Rahul Gandhi. After all, he's always taken the softer option when it was the Lokpal bill issue, when it was the coal scam, when it was the Prime Minister who was facing the nuclear deal, or when the Prime Minister was facing fire as far as the 2G spectrum issue is concerned. On all of these occasions, Rahul Gandhi did not take any public posture. This time around, he's taken a public posture, an abrupt public posture, and a very strongly worded public posture.
But
so in 8 minutes, 9.5 years have gone down the tube. He said that this entire decision of the government is nonsense. When you say that, then you're actually casting aspersions on the Prime Minister and the entire
Why
cabinet.
did he do it? No, why did he do it? There must be.
The authority of the Prime Minister is completely eroded.
But you know, there is advice which is given. Rahul Gandhi is not working in isolation. Rahul Narvekar, let me get Rahul Narvekar in, then let's have an open round on this. Rahul, you know.
Arnav, you asked me why did he do it? It's a frustration. Because Narendra Modi yesterday in Chennai said Congress is divisive. And tomorrow in Delhi, when Rohini meeting, Narendra Modi is going to speak.
Come on, Mr. Rajagopalan. Come on, Mr. Rajagopalan. You know, please, why are you being so gullible? Narendra Modi provokes the Congress party every day. Does Rahul Gandhi make a statement
Otherwise,
like this?
there is no. For Congress, Rahul Gandhi is Arun Jaitley and Sushma Swaraj and Advani. There is no need of opposition. Because Prime Minister has
you provoke
Rahul Gandhi
Randeep
as
enough.
opposition
You
leader.
provoke Randeep Surjewala who raises his hand. But Randeep, before I come to you, Rahul Narvekar, how does it feel that Rahul Gandhi, your namesake, has stolen your thunder?
Well,
not just your thunder, but the whole NDA's thunder on the subject.
Well, my sympathy and my empathy towards the Congress party for the position Rahul
Really,
Gandhi
I thought
has
you'd
put
compliment them.
Well, after what Mr. Rahul Gandhi has said, there are four glaring facts that we are faced with. Number one, the double standards of the Congress party. Number two, the new level of psychophancy prevalent within the Congress party. Number three, the dramatics that the Congress party is used to, once again they've played the same. And the helplessness of a Prime Minister of the largest democracy in the world. These are the four glaring facts we are left to face. Now, can you imagine a Prime Minister who does not enjoy the support of the party that he represents, forget the opposition, still prefers
Why
to
are you
change,
always looking at the
office?
negative
I
side
don't
of
think
the
this
story?
has happened anywhere
No,
around the world.
why are you not looking at the why are you always
there's no question.
Why are you looking at such a negative side of the story? You know, the fact of the matter is that the BJP, your ally, neither you did not unambiguously state your opposition in principle to any leeway to convicted MPs and MLAs. You asked for the bill to be sent to the standing committee. You and Nirmala Sitharaman's party.
I was on your channel a couple of nights back.
Yes.
When you said you received a text from Ms. Sushma Swaraj.
Yes, I
where
did.
she clearly said she's opposed to this ordinance.
No.
And she'll be meeting the president.
No,
and
no.
which she did.
No,
So
please.
I don't know what you're talking
don't
about.
Don't misrepresent facts.
Either you are suffering from selective amnesia.
No, I'm not.
Or you prefer to not portray the correct facts.
Neither selective nor holistic amnesia, Rahul Narvekar. I have a complete and completely credible memory, and I remember that Sushma Swaraj only said, Nirmala Sitharaman will in fact agree with me. Sushma Swaraj said, we have problems with the content of the ordinance, but Sushma Swaraj will agree Nirmala Sitharaman will agree that the BJP asked for this to be sent to the standing committee. BJP did not say what Rahul Gandhi said, Nirmala. BJP did not say that there is no place in democracy for a bill of this nature. BJP did not say that. I didn't hear the BJP say that.
No,
Can you tell
wrong.
me if you said that?
No, you're wrong.
Really? Am I wrong?
No, you're completely wrong.
No, I don't think I am.
Completely wrong. Well, if you think you're not wrong, there's no dispute. You can live in your truth.
Well, I can
Why are
prove...
we arguing? I can't argue against you, can I? But you are wrong. You're talking about my party, and I repeat, you're wrong because
No,
even at the stage of the bill, when the consultations happened, it is on record that Sushma ji and Arun ji both had very clearly said we cannot be amending the constitution or doing anything that which will protect convicted people. And that is why, to have a complete threadbare discussion, it was sent to the standing committee.
No,
and moreover, Ravi Shankar Prasad ji raised questions about certain sections also. All this has not come to you, I suppose.
No,
and therefore you are living in this galat fehmi that BJP has not said in the same words. But if you insist, I will also say, I am glad we did not say the same way in which Rahul Gandhi has said. His language is objectionable. And I am glad BJP doesn't have the culture of speaking in this language.
Well, we go on the semantics of this first. I don't want to lose the debate looking only at the semantics of this, but I would like to humbly...
You are not suddenly losing the debate. Hold a minute.
I would like to humbly bring to your attention.
On the contrary, the misconception that you were repeating...
One come out and expose the double speak of the Bharatiya Janata Party.
I just have one...
And then my learned friend starts saying that it's double speak. Arnab, can I just add a point here, please?
Certainly you can.
Patiently for my turn.
Certainly you can.
There are three facts that we must not lose sight of. A, no political party except for the Indian National Congress and Mr. Rahul Gandhi came out clearly and said, irrespective of the political color of the debate, let's purge
that's the ownership issue.
the political system of criminals. Two, we must also not forget that Shri Narendra Modi has in his cabinet a convicted minister, Mr. Babulal Bhokaria, and he is the one, their prime ministerial aspirant, who has successfully
so then tell me one thing.
How can they take a stand?
Tell me one thing.
The Bharatiya Janata Party, just one line.
One point to you.
Bharatiya Janata Party, as also other political parties which they are now trying to completely derail the debate, they are the ones who got the bill referred to the select committee.
I think
they never said we are completely opposed to it. They were only on semantics.
Was the ordinance made for Babulal?
No, Arnab, let me please comment because my party's name has been taken in vain and factually incorrectly at that. I need to respond.
Go ahead.
The Congress spokesperson is wrong in saying it has been referred. BJP has referred it to a select committee. No. Through the chairperson of the Rajya Sabha, it has gone to a standing committee. Please be clear on that, first thing. Second, he talks about INC, the Indian National Congress, and their vice president speaking for cleaning up politics. I'm sorry, this is a very party within 1 month which had this horrible, what has been called as a Bakwas Kanun or whatever, which Rahul Gandhi has called as a nonsense. Twice over, the cabinet, the core committee, and also when the bill was brought in, these are all making complete khichdi which the Congress party is credited with. Where is the BJP in this? If anything, it is the BJP which made sure that it will go to the standing committee without getting passed in the parliament, and also made sure that we went as a delegation, a high-powered delegation to President of India. And it is after that, I'm sorry to use this expression, which was floating in the
question is therefore,
the Rip Van Winkle of Congress has woken up.
Can I ask a very simple question
and then
from my
he has
friend?
got
No, 1 minute. No, you are not asking the questions I am. Randeep Surjewala, 1 minute. Randeep, 1 minute. Randeep, 1 minute. Before that, I'm letting Nirja Chaudhary come in. Nirja.
One short point, when the Supreme Court verdict came on July 10th, on disqualification, the honest truth is every party wanted it undone. And Bharatiya Janata Party, when the bill was actually passed in the Lok Sabha, that included the backing of the BJP. So it's subsequently that BJP has got second thought, subsequently that Rahul Gandhi has got second thought, and we have to thank public opinion in our country for bringing this change about.
That's it. I'm glad you said that.
I want to make, Arnab, is the side story of the Bihar angle. What this also shows is a division inside the Congress party about whether they want an alliance with Nitish Kumar or Lalu Yadav. And clearly it's an open secret that Rahul Gandhi is favorable to an alliance with Nitish Kumar rather than with Lalu
No,
Yadav,
I don't even want to. No, I don't even want to get
like
into who's
bail
allying
out
with whom. No, watch
Yadav
it. Watch. I have a conspiracy theory in this because the Prime Minister is slated to come back on the 1st of October.